So I wanted to do Solana and Anise because honestly, I wanted to write a queer love story that everybody could read. Like there are many fairy tales out there that are queer oriented, but a lot of them are more sexual and sensual and explicit, and that's perfectly fine. But I wanted to make one that everybody could read because I feel like when you create stories that anyone can start at a young age getting into, then that stays with them forever. And regardless of whether or not they are queer themselves, at least they can grow up with this awareness that other people exist, other loves exist, other kinds of love exist. And so they can be more tolerant, if not accepting. And I feel like that's really what's missing right now is people not really learning at a young age about different types of people, and therefore they get really scared when they get older that these people exist, and that fear turns into hate, and it's just this weird cycle that needs to stop. So I feel like with Solana and Niece, this is a breakthrough. This is a chance for me to make something that kids can read. It's totally acceptable, totally clean, totally pure, but still about a queer couple. And I feel like that shouldn't be mutually exclusive. I feel like, why does queer have to be a code word for decadent or debauched? Why can't that just be what it is? Someone loving someone else. And so this story really for me is a chance to break through that whole barrier that this shouldn't be for kids or we got to keep this away from them. Maybe this can be a talking point for you and your children. Maybe you can tell them these people exist. There are other kinds of love, and just get them to be aware of this stuff at a very young age so they're not shocked. It doesn't mean that they have to be involved. It just means that they're aware that these things are out there. And I feel like that's what we need to do these days is make sure that people can be less afraid and less hateful and just more accepting of other people. Even if you're not involved in what their lives are like, you can see that they are just people who also want love, just like we all do. So I'm hoping that people can watch this, and even if it makes them a little uncomfortable, it can make them think and make them wonder and make them realize that love is love, and that's all that matters.